The Monday of Week 5, based on Luke chapter 17, with a focus on verses 11 to 19. As Jesus was on his way to Jerusalem, he passed along the borderlands between Samaria and Galilee. As he was going into one particular village, he was met by 10 men with virulent skin diseases who stayed at some distance from him. "Jesus, Master," they called out loudly, "have pity on us." When Jesus saw them, he said to them, "Go and show yourselves to the priests." And as they went, they were healed. One of them, seeing that he had been healed, turned back and gave glory to God at the top of his voice. He fell on his face in front of Jesus' feet and thanked him. He was a Samaritan. "There were 10 of you healed, weren't there?" responded Jesus. "Where are the 9? Is it really the case that the only one who had the decency to give God the glory was the foreigner?" "Get up and be on your way," he said to him. "Your faith has saved you." When we looked at the parables of the lost sheep and the lost coin, there was one lost in each case while the rest were safe. This time, it's the other way around. One person shows gratitude, and the rest go on their way without a second thought. And this time, it's a Samaritan. As before, we come close in the cloud and pick up the vibes. Here we are, in quite tricky territory. Actually, it's still tricky today to pick your way around the borderlands in what used to be called the West Bank. Nobody quite knows who's going to be friendly and who's likely to be hostile. One place they may welcome you, another they may throw stones. The group coming towards us now aren't hostile. They're asking for help. But then we see who they are and what they are. They are lepers, horrors. Don't let them come near me. Look at their hands, all maimed, fingers missing. Look at that man's face, half of it's eaten away. Send them away quickly. That reaction, by the way, was typical in those days, which is why the men stayed at a distance from Jesus and his party. It is still, sadly, typical of many today, who don't realize that leprosy is a loose word for several powerful but often curable skin diseases. Now the word on the street is that on a previous occasion Jesus actually touched someone like that. We're glad he didn't do that this time, though granted that previous occasion they say the man was cured. All he does is tell them to go and show themselves to the priest. But isn't that what you do after you're cured, not before, so that they can give you a clean bill of health? What is he thinking of? Anyway, off they go. We stand there puzzled, wondering if we had a lucky escape, or if, on this occasion, Jesus just wanted to be rid of them. But no, wrong as usual. One of them's coming back, and he's cured. Something's happened to him. Jesus was giving them a test of faith, and he's passed it wonderfully. So here he comes, running up to us and falling down in front of Jesus, praising God at the top of his voice, and his accent gives them away. He's one of them. He's a foreigner, a Samaritan. Typical. Just when we thought we had Jesus figured out, he's the Messiah for us Jews, right? It turns out he's pushing the boundaries, opening the gates to all the other lot as well. But what's he saying? Your faith has saved you? Well, but don't I have faith too? So has my faith had that effect? How would I know? Perhaps one sign might be if I started to see things the way Jesus does. A prayer for today. Gracious Lord, teach me to see with your eyes of compassion, and teach me to love people with your healing and welcoming love.